quite a funny moment here for ADS Gaming. Take your photos, folks, while you can. ADS Gaming just memeing it out here. And now they're going to look to come and attack as a group. They're going to push on forward. Look at this. Just what a wolf pack of a play coming out there. And number 7, Rent Free, finds one. Looks like the jokes are all being put aside here as we're starting to see them in a more of a tougher situation. Josh going to find one kill. Will tag but not take down the other ones as it's now 2 versus 2. Make that a 2 versus 1. Now a 1 versus 1 as it's all up to Coulson's to get this clutch up to go his way. And is he going to be able to check in time? The bomb is going to get defused by Josh here, and it is! The ninja is good! He wins it! The ice in the veins! They look to just... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have ourselves the GEC playoff semifinals winners bracket, and before I go any further, digging into this blockbuster night of these two crazy matches, ADS Gaming versus Flawless, a test of the time. ADS Gaming and Flawless have had, I think it was like 4 or 5 matches against each other from my recollection, at least within that one league that I commentated, ALG, a few months ago. And Flawless got the best of ADS Gaming on all of those fronts, taking them down, I think, in like 3-1 fashion at the best. Maybe a 3-2 at least once, but I'm not, my memory doesn't serve me correct in that, and maybe doesn't serve me correct in that sense, but for the most part, it's a matchup that's a bit of a rivalry that I've seen over the past, develop over the past months in the tier 2 AM scene across those tier 2 tournaments. Now, Sicario Family and Final Strike, that is also an extremely interesting matchup there. You know, Sicario's been looking on fire. They haven't dropped a single map. Final Strike, they had a chaotic last matchup against the side of Zelix eSports, and I can touch on it a little bit more when I get into that series after this first one, ADS Gaming and Flawless, about the whole Final Strike situation, why they're here and why Zelix eSports isn't there. I'll touch on that later, but before I continue and I show you guys the rosters that are going to be fielded for the event, as well as showing you guys the maps that we have for this best of 5, I gotta do something for the boy Mike. Heel Mike, he's an absolute goat. He is one of the best entertainment streamers out there, you know, in the realm of just straight up entertainment. Not necessarily the best gamer out there, but like, man's hilarious as shit. He makes some of the best content around Tinder and other apps and other games and stuff. He makes me laugh. He makes a lot of people laugh. I'm not gonna keep licking his ass over here, but man, I did say I was gonna do something when I was on your stream the other night, and I'm gonna live up to that expectation, and hopefully you can hear it this time. But here you go, gonna give the big old caw for Heel Mike. Caw! Let's go, baby! As we got ourselves a Freaky Friday of matches here for you guys, and starting off hot and heavy is your first one. It is ADS Gaming versus Flawless. ADS Gaming, you guys, if you haven't been here from the start of the playoffs till now, you won't know who's playing for them until now. Here you go. Josh Praise, Risk, Deceptions, ADS, Naruto, and Hinata. Hinata subbing in yesterday to the roster to fill in for that, you know, the main 4 that we saw on the first day of matches, or second day of matches this playoffs. We got Josh, Praise, Risk, and Deceptions as like the main 4 from what my understanding is, and so we should be seeing those guys up against a 4 of, I don't know what choosing here from Flawless, because they're all great and we haven't seen them play at all yet this playoffs, as they've had back-to-back forfeits, their opponents forfeiting to them back-to-back in the winners bracket. So I don't know what's in store for us there, apart from the fact that they have, what is it, 3 or 4 Challengers Champs players on there. You know, Flames was on a Challengers Champs roster. I think he was on what was it called, Fluid's roster. He was on Fluid Gaming's roster that took down UIU in day 1 of Challengers Champs in the group stage. That was absolutely epic. And then 47 and Estriel were a part of the Unjustified roster that made it through group play to bracket play, and unfortunately were a bit short on being able to make it past that. I think it was like first or second round of the competition in bracket play. But this is Challengers Champs I'm talking about. Like, these guys are up against some of the best of the best. I'm not talking tier 2 or tier 3 AM scene. I'm talking tier 1 AM scene and greater, as there's even rosters with players that are bench players for CDL teams on them. So it's just outstanding competition there, and I gotta give them mad props and love for what they were able to do, and, you know, representing themselves, and, you know, subtly, I say subtly, I believe they subtly represent also tier 2, since that's who they also compete against in these like side leagues and whatnot. So a lot of congrats on what they've been able to accomplish there. But enough talk about that. Let's get straight into the meat and potatoes, and that is the maps, folks, that you guys want to know these guys are going to be playing up on. So Garrison Hardpoint's the first map. I've talked about it in the past when seeing Flawless play on Garrison. They look absolutely stunning on it. I feel like it is their best hardpoint map, and I'm not sure if much homework was done by the ADS side to really understand and know that, or remember that it's one of their strongest maps. But that's exactly what was let through and was ended up getting picked for the starting hardpoint. We got Standoff, Search and Destroy, which we saw ADS Gaming excel at in their match the other day, yesterday, and I feel like they're going to probably... I feel like they would have a lot of confidence still coming off of that one to probably excel in it here as well in this matchup against Flawless. But Flawless, once again, they're a tough roster. They're also a bit warm off of some Challengers Champs matches that they've been playing in, so they might be able to take ADS Gaming as well. You know, equal opportunity for both teams in that sense. To me, it's like more of a toss-up. Checkmate Control, I feel like this is going to be the most impactful and important map for ADS Gaming to win. It's going to be a tide turner. I feel like if they do end up turning a good page and winning that standoff, they need to get that checkmate to see themselves up 2-1 and take away a respawn, because Flawless is just, their bread and butter is respawns. They are super strong on there. The only time I've seen them with holes in their gameplay, it has been in the S&D. So that's what you got to do. You got to take away a respawn, and I feel like that control has got to be the one for you, ADS Gaming, if you already don't lose that Search and Destroy, the second map. Checkmate will be what we play on again in the hardpoint, and then Raid, Search and Destroy will be where we see this series end if there is an extension to a fit map. And man, what a final map to also finish it all off on. It's one of my favorite S&D maps of all time. Actually, it is my favorite S&D map of all time, Raid, Search and Destroy. Back when I played Black Ops 2, I loved it so much, and I continue to love it as I play it in this game. Now, moving away from the maps and the magic around the teams and such, let's look at the bracket as a whole as we digest this and we break down sort of where all the other teams are standing at the moment. We got a crazy, I feel like this is like a minutely, or at least like subtly crazy series happening in the losers bracket between Primal and Zelix eSports. I feel like those two are some head-turning teams. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top in that one. UWT Flash, we saw them take the loss against ADS Gaming yesterday. They stayed alive, passing their competition in kinetics in their match number 19, in the losers bracket, and we're still waiting on one more second round losers bracket match to conclude. That is So HD up against Guivi Beans, who were the ones that forfeited the match against Flawless yesterday. So it's going to be interesting to see ultimately who makes it out of that one, who makes it all the way through in that losers bracket to the fourth round, and then who they ultimately play, who those losers bracket round 4 teams will play. Will it be, you know, Final Strike, Sicario, ADS, Flawless? Like, which of these teams lose their matches in this winners bracket semis? Who knows? But I feel like we all know, only time will tell. We have both the matches to play out tonight, and you know, pre-predictions, if anybody has any, leave them out in the chat. And if you have any predictions and you want to throw them out on Twitter, you can do so as well. I already did a poll today on Twitter, and surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, I'm not sure how you want to look at it, but to me, I feel like it was a tad bit surprising. You know, I saw Flawless and Final Strike be the two that are the favorited teams in this one. And by the fan vote on Twitter, the 14 Nation picked Flawless and Final Strike to be your winners to come out of today's matches as their prediction. But there was a decent amount of people that were predicting potentially to see ADS Gaming move through in the Flawless match and play Final Strike. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not, you know, like, who's right all in all. Is it going to be ADS Gaming coming out of the losers bracket, or coming out with the win here, and then they're going to move on to face Final Strike? Or do we see Flawless come away with that win, and maybe we see Flawless face the Sicario family? You know, it's anything can happen. Upsets are definitely on the table of a possibility here. And if I was to say which of these matches look the closest on paper, to me, it's got to be the Sicario family versus Final Strike one. This Flawless and ADS Gaming, Flawless just, they've had the edge 4 other times and are 4 other times straight against ADS Gaming that I've seen. And so, you know, maybe this new roster that is going up against them can battle with a different kind of brilliance and can maybe come out on top. We'll see. We'll find out when we can get the lobby together. And when we get the action ready for you guys, the players, you know, everything loaded in for the first map, you guys know the drill. We'll be cutting to a break for the moment. When we come back, we'll have all the action for you guys, and obviously I'll be commentating over all of it as well. And you guys will be able to enjoy my words and the players' shots and wisdom. So we'll be back in just a moment, folks. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies on messing up the audio, the casting, and not getting my mic to pick up my audio and stuff for the first match, guys. Big apologizing on that one, but here we go. We're into that standoff, guys, and I talked about how important it is for ADS Gaming to come out with this one and take this opening map, this opening search and destroy, and so far they're looking pretty good on it, as they're gonna find themselves all these players, and the last player remaining, Flames, is actually AFK and they haven't even found him yet. I wonder if he comes back in time and is able to still make a round out of this one for Flawless, as Flames still waiting to see what he can do here. So I'm also going to quickly do a trophy system check, and it looks like it's all fixed up for ADS Gaming, so they will be following the rules for the search and destroy. But Risk starting off with a strong 2 kills on the board for himself in this first opening round. Josh does drop. He's the only player on ADS Gaming to die off, and now we do see Flames alive and kicking, but he will ultimately drop to the man of the first round here. That's Risk, who dropped 3 kills in the first one. Here we go. Here you're gonna see it right there onto Hyper, and he's gonna take down Tay as well. Perfect timing, and just didn't check his back to find Flames while he was AFK and spawn there. He waited and found him when he was a harder kill. But apologizing for that Discord message as well, guys. My apologies there, as I'm gonna make sure to quit out of Discord. But here we go. We're in here on your second round here of the search, and the man of the minute, Risk, looking to see if he can get a kill. Deceptions and Praise finding big kills right there, and the man of the standoff map last series for ADS Gaming, Praise, on 2 in a row with no death right now. Looking to see if he can find some more. Josh just trying to get rid of that donut as well, if he can find Estriel, who's the last player for Flawless left on the map. Is there any magic in this man's hands for this round, as he's going to get taken down long range by a player with an AR, I believe, if my memory serves me right with the way those bullets sound when they're getting shot out. I'm not quite sure. It might have been Praise. I would assume it was. But yeah, big second round win for ADS Gaming. A lot of momentum in their pockets, in their hands right now, and Praise 3-0 to start the map, no deaths to his name. If he continues to have a show once again on this map, like, I might just call standoff the Praise pick, as number 6 and Hyper about to be met with 3 ADS players that are hungry to take him out and get around that corner. Looks like they will decide to just back it off. It was a bit of a fake play, but it doesn't eat up really much of Flawless's attention, as now change in direction here. It's going to be a trade of Estriel, and it's going to be Estriel and Josh that are taken off the board. Josh still sitting on a donut to continue this map here, going into round number 3, going into round number 4. You'll have that donut. Flames and Praise get into a bit of a long range battle there, fighting for some mid-map supremacy. Deceptions gets taken in the trade after he takes down Hyper, so it stays a 2 versus 2 level playing field for these teams. Praise still looking for a kill while he reloads his gun here. Number 4, though, that's going to be Risk. He's going to be picking up that bomb, going for the plant as well. Will he be taken down? No, he will find the plant, and they'll try to retreat as much and as fast as they can, but there you go. Tay will be able to take down Praise. A pinstriped kill feed to finish off that round right before the defusal. A whirlwind of shots and trades and kills sees Flawless with their first round in the search and destroy, and they get it in the early stages of the search and destroy as well, which is important. Keeps this one looking a little close, as it's a 2-1 scoreline going into your round number 4. ADS Gaming still playing in what looks like a 3 versus 4 fashion, with Josh still on that donut with the goose egg. Will he be able to drop it here in this round? That's a little question we maybe answered. Big kill coming from Estriel onto Praise. They've been fighting mid-map across the street so far for quite some time. that nade gonna maybe find Deceptions? No, he's able to duck it a dodge. Hyper's pistols are gonna be good. That's a Glocky from the Pocky kill, if I've ever seen one. That's up close and personal, taking down that player. And this is that battle that we were talking about at the beginning of these rounds. And Estriel wins it, getting his team the first blood and the numbers to start off that round. And now ultimately they're in a tied up situation at 2 apiece. Pardon me on the squeaky chair, folks. But 2 apiece right here. Flawless and ADS Gaming. Flames, the hottest player on the side of Flawless. Risk 5 and 3. Praise 4 and 2. Not too bad for those two. Risk trying to take down Hyper, won't be able to get that to go over by Gas. Number 6 in Hyper going on a wide wrap, looking for Praise, will take him down as he was in his standard spot there. Deception's winning a key gunfight, but Estriel will take him down with the Glocky Pocky Glock, whatever. The Pocky Glocky, that's what I like to call it. You know, it sounds super cheesy, probably a bit too kiddie for a Call of Duty title, but Hyper here getting the job done here with a massive 2-piece in the kill cam, taking down Praise, a player that when he gets rolling, he becomes so hard to stop on this map. And so they've dealt with him very well over the last 2 rounds. Even the last 3, I would say, that their team has been able to win. They've been making sure to get Praise off the board and contain him as quickly as possible. The ARs are very key and important on this map, especially when playing over to the B site. Tay gonna make a play up close and personal to this bomb site, but Risk and Praise finding the first 2 bloods. This is going to put ADS Gaming in a really good perspective here, and Praise finding the kill onto Tay. Really good timing on that rotation out of Kitchen on Grandma's. Makes things really good looking for the side of ADS Gaming, but Deception's dropping to Estriel. This is going to give info at least that ADS Gaming now know of his location. Will he be able to get away with this plant here? Praise, you need to make sure to react really quickly here to him, as he won't find him yet. Josh does sniff out Estriel, who is bottom brown, but he will ultimately drop to Risk, who's able to pick up the kill. Praise with the defuse as well. All said and done, that round goes to ADS Gaming. Well worked by the players there, the 3-on-1. Here's Praise on his 2 kills he got this round. Really nice shots to kill the player top brown. Gets rid of the eyes up there and then takes down this player that had no clue on his whereabouts while he was rotating around for a wrap in a pinch over to A. Flawless. Not looking very flawless so far this entire series, really. They've had a lot of stop and start sort of moments, and Praise looking to play this long range gunfight once again, but this time around he's gonna make some moves over towards A in terms of getting that info and trying to challenge fights down there. Hyper's first blood is big, as he's been playing this alleyway over by Gas, or elbow by Gas, really well. But number 5, big gunfight right there. Estriel gets the 2-piece before dropping, and Josh finding himself 2 kills to try to make things work. Oh my lord, if he would have cleaned up Flawless, his last man there, Flames, that would have been absolutely historic, and it would have been probably one of the greatest clips of his career. As an AM in the COD scene, he would have had an ace on Flawless. He got 3 kills that round, nearly taking down Flames. If he wasn't as low on life as he was in that moment, he could have done it for sure. 1 or 2 bullets away from doing that as well. But Flawless ultimately flood into Brown, and they throw their bodies at him and get the job done. That's another round in the board on the hands of Flawless, and a round that puts them ahead right now, 4-3. Flames playing up top here with the AR, looking to drop down towards Statue, working with his teammates as well. Praise, he's playing Grandma's here, trying to find somebody, but Looks like he's not going to find anybody just yet. Flames does find the first blood. This puts Flawless in a life lead situation, but Josh getting the best of Hyper over by the refrigerator area. Tay dropping to Josh as well. Oh lord. Flames and Deceptions bang it out over by A, and Flames comes out on top there. Josh looking for another kill, won't find it. Praise does take down Flames finally, and now all alone is Estriel to try to get things done. He's made a wrap over towards this A site. Will he find the next player? No, the timing is there for Praise, and we will be singing his praises as he's able to get the job done with the kill right there to finish off that round and now tie things up once again at 4 apiece. I don't know, folks. I'm smelling a round 11 S&D on standoff, folks. I'm not sure if you guys are smelling what I'm smelling, but that's what I got. That's what I feel like this map, and so far how these two teams have been playing on it, I feel like we're deserving of a round 11. Praise 8-4, Josh 6-5. He's had a really strong moment, but unfortunately not one that ended with a smile in a round win. Risk as well doing a wonderful job as well to get kills in this one. And Flawless, you got Estriel, Hyper, and Flames all pretty much in similar situations. 8-6, 7-6, 5-6, but shots are coming down long range here. Deception's looking to find the first blood potentially here. All still fighting for that first blood is going to be Flames. He's itching to maybe find Praise, who's down by that optic van. Looks like there's going to be a play made over towards Zig and Refrigerators as Tay gets taken so low and has to retreat to bottom Grandma's and Grandma Steps. Josh, are you going to go for the hop up? He could do it, and he does. Oh my lord, the balls on that man to make that play. Risk finding the kill right there. That puts ADS Gaming in a fantastic situation. Now number 7, Flames, what can you do? It's time to react. Deceptions has tagged you up. Hyper gets in behind these guys and gets 2 of them off the board. Makes things now a 2 versus 2. Deceptions, big gunfight in front of you. Will you take down Hyper? He does. He cools him off in the meat cooler over at Deli. Praise now. Can you make it to take down Flames in time? He takes his shots at his legs. Will he take him down? He does! Oh my lord! The Glocky from the Pocky! The ice! The shots! The buzzer beating moment comes down to the one-on-one. And he can't hide enough from him. The ingenuity, the MacGyving to get the kill with the Glocky underneath. It was wall-banging the treads of that tank. What a moment. That could be the map winning moment right there in my eyes. That's a ton of pressure lifted off of ADS Gaming's shoulders on needing to win a round down. Now they have the map they're staring down the barrel of right now, being up 5-4, 1 round away. It all comes down to a first blood, and once again you're seeing Hyper trying to win these fights against Josh over at the fridge side here at this alley by Das. He finds Hyper. Big kill right there. Will he find more? He gets a pushed up on right there. He ends up dropping. Tay just around the corner there, but Flawless looking good with numbers. It's a 3 versus 2. Will Praise win this gunfight? He does, and now that's the A site that ADS Gaming has taken control of. But they've only traded sites here, and it only can, in my eyes, it can only benefit Flawless for the most part. As Estriel now taking down Risk there, putting Praise in this position where he has to try to ice things up and get it all done on his own. Will he find Estriel? That's the question. Estriel now knows his location. Will he challenge? Estriel looking to play at pocket right here, and he does phenomenally, finding the kill. That is a round 11. I was sniffing, and it is now gonna happen, folks. Big kill for Flames right here as well. Onto Deceptions, taking him down. Really tight angle just above the tank. Not sure even Deceptions saw him. But man, we're going the distance here in this S&D. And well, I'm hoping this series, map-wise, can go the distance. For it to do so, we would need ADS Gaming to take away this map and or the control as well. But these players on the side of Flawless, they're starting off with this. They're going to have this bomb to work with. They're going to be on offense for this final round in this S&D. And Deceptions, he's kind of the only player over at this site. And Flawless, it looks like they're going to get in here unless they're getting stunned out, and there is info from the stun or from the flash. Deceptions finding 2! Oh my lord, I wish I had his POV for that. That was insane. Flames and Estrel, though, the 2 players on this 4-man that were at COD, AM champs or challengers champs, they're the last left alive here over by this site, and it's Deceptions once again trying to find these players. Can he get the ace on the round? Deceptions with the ace to finish the job. ADS Gaming, holy smokes, Deceptions making them hold his dick on that round. Holy, there's 1, there's 2, and we saw the 3rd and 4th to end the round. Bada bing, bada boom. We have ourselves ADS Gaming on the board with a map. There we go, folks. Holy smokes. We have a series on our hands as ADS Gaming take the S&D in such a nail-biting fashion at the end as it got down to the wire to the round 11. Just, oh my lord, just, oh my, the scenes. And Deceptions has to be your man of that map. Holy, without a doubt, he just won. He solely won that round at the end. He was like the only guy at that site protecting it. For the most part, the only other person interested in protecting that site was over by the barrel just behind him. But that player didn't even get involved in those gunfights. That was all Deceptions. The finesse, the man, holy, just I'm just kissing his ass right now. But just premium gas over here at the 4T gas station here in the GEC playoffs. But man, it just moments like this, they only happen in a playoffs match like this, in a match with what's at stake in terms of moving on to the winners bracket finals. ADS Gaming Flawless, we're going to a map number 3, and we have a guaranteed map number 4. 2 checkmates back to back. Who's going to take them? Will it be the same team, or will we see it split 1-1 and we go to a map 5? Those are the questions. That's the question that we'll see answered as we come back from a break and we get into your map number 3. That's going to be the control on checkmate, folks, in just a moment. But I hope you guys are enjoying this shit. I seriously hope you guys are enjoying this shit, and I hope that map makes up for the fact I had no mic on for commentary on the first one. But Jesus, what a moment. Whew. Going to a break, guys. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have ourselves map number 3 here. After that crazy map number 2, that search and destroy that went down to the wire and saw ADS Gaming come away with it and tie up the series at 1 apiece. Unfortunately, guys, the overlay in game is going to be off. So we're going to be seeing Flawless in the red. We're going to be seeing ADS Gaming in the blue. And of course, you guys are seeing the best of 5 score at the top. It's 1-1. It is not 1-0 for ADS Gaming, okay? But here we go. Starting off in this control and checkmate, it's going to be Flawless on the attacking. And so far, they have 1 tick of progress on A. And ADS Gaming, they've been holding the line over by A they've been holding ADS Gaming off of it from getting any more ticks of progress. So far, so well for them, as they see themselves up in a 24-21 life lead. Deception's big gunfights in front of him. He will find one onto Flames. That was a bit shaky and strange looking, but he got it done. Estriel finding himself 2 before dropping, and well, Flames and Tay yet to find kills. As I say it, Tay drops Risk. Now Flames, he's the only one left on a donut right now that needs to find something, and Deception was actually on 9 in a row. That is insane. The guy has full streaks to work with going into the next round, and we're seeing ADS Gaming up right now in a life lead that's superb. They've been managing all of this mischief so well. But now we see the side of Flawless get onto this point. But Josh with a crazy 3-piece right there. If that isn't kill cam to end this round, I don't know what is. As we see not Flawless, but ADS Gaming taking this round with so much composure, so much strength. There's 1, there's 2, make it 3. You tie them all up together, you bundle them into a nice 3-piece for Josh at the end, and he gobbles them up. ADS Gaming looking strong to start, but they were also on the defensive side. So folks, we take it with a grain of salt. As we know, in Control, defense is the more favored side. It's the side that should be taking these rounds more often than not. Estriel and Tay will get some kills to start off this one. Deception still with the streaks in his pocket to still use if he wants to, if he feels like he so chooses to use it in this round. But so far, it's a really nice start from the side of Flawless, as they see themselves with a nice little lead of 27 to 25 points. And some good pressure here. Middle of the map, they're controlling plane with Hyper up top of it. On the wings were Estriel and Tay, but looks like they're going to now reposition to attack from a different direction. Tay finding a nice kill right there onto Risk is going to be able to manage Risk here on that round just a little bit. Tay finding another onto Josh. This is 4 in a row. Will we see Tay earn some streaks, though? That's the question, as Deception just around the corner does drop, but he will be managed by Risk. ADS Gaming not looking as hot on offense as they did on that defense, as it looks like they're on the brink of losing their own defensive round. Quickly just gonna take a look at the streaks and the trophies to make sure once again everybody is following directions and rules, regulations. You guys know the drill, just gotta be fair. As Estriel and Flames both finding kills. Estriel once again finding another one. Praise does shut down Flames, but Hyper's there for the quick trade, and that will be Flawless taking this round as well. Now tying things up at 1 apiece in the rounds, as well as both teams only getting 1 tick of progress, I believe, across both those rounds when they did have their offense. So I think so far it's still a bit of a coin flip on who's going to get that defensive round if we go to round number 5, but I'm betting you guys that if we do see that round 5, that the defensive team wins it. That's just, the odds on that is just way too probable based off of history. Regardless of CDL team stats and stuff that I know, and just, you know, the round 5 defensive team wins sort of win rate. But here we go, we're into your round number 3 here in this Control. We will be seeing the side of ADS back on the defense here, and Risk pushed up into A, gets tagged up. Will he take down Tay, though? Tay will have the better of him, taking him down. Krig on Krig combat. Hyper with the pistol will get the shots on him from Tay after he melees Praise to death up top in the plane, winning out that engagement. But man, this is a big stack up on A here, and that's 2 ticks of progress made by Flawless. They're looking to sweep through that point, and there's another minute added onto the clock with a point off the board. Now the ball is in their court. Deceptions, though, still with streaks in his hand. When will he choose to use it? When will his hand be pushed, be raised? Number 4 in Tay behind enemy lines, looking to find the kill. Deceptions nearly drops to him. Praise throwing that nade through a interesting looking angle and gap. As a minute 30 to work with, both teams on very close lives, 20 to 21, with ADS Gaming just narrowly ahead by 1 life. That might change in short. It does in just a second. 2 kills come through for both these teams. Oh, the kill feed, just trade after trade. Right now, we are seeing the side of ADS Gaming ahead right now in the lives, just narrowly once again, with plane control that's perfect. But number 3 in the back here, that's Flames. He looks like he could deal a lot of damage and cause a lot of concern. Praise finding a kill, but Flames in this spot right here. He could play big spoiler right here on this one. Deception's getting a big kill over by the A zone, the former A zone. That's big on trying to push and pull some players across the map to deal with him. Hyper finds the kill there. Josh gets tagged and taken down by Estriel. Hyper on a 2 streak, Estriel on a 2 streak. A 3 streak for Estriel now, as he's finding his kills off of spawn, and same with Tay. The players are stacking up onto the point, and this looks like it will be the first offensive round win in this control. It is the first offensive round win in this control, as Flawless take it. And I gotta say that was really cleanly played. They stacked up, they took a... ADS Gaming didn't do a good enough job trying to punish them even while they were taking it, let alone transitioning from it to point B. And then point B gets stacked up on, and ADS Gaming practically all linearly moving straight off the spawn towards the point. They had the ARs posted up in the right spots, watching the right angles for Flawless, and then they just... It was like shooting fish in a barrel from there on out. They won that round very successfully and, you know, strategically, and it was, you know, it was on point. Now, ADS Gaming, how do you guys have a rebuttal? Do you have a response? Starting off with 2 big kills from Josh on the wing. Those are fantastic. Now he's gonna hop onto this point, look to try to help capture this one with his teammate. Nade, he's gonna find his big... Oh, Lord, Josh. Oh, my Lord, taking them to Tinseltown. Josh, another 3-piece over at A long. This is his territory. Potentially all day long. Staying alive here. Looking to finish capping this point as well, as his teammates will be able to find some kills over by it. His teammate... Oh, his teammate nearly dropping. Will he drop to Josh? He does! That is another cruise earned by him, as he himself is on a 6. He looks to call in these streaks so he doesn't overlap, but he will ultimately drop. And that is point A taken. In ADS Gaming, they're coming out with a different sort of offense than what we saw in their first offensive round, that round number 2 here on the control. They're trying to go tit for tat and win an offense to respond to the offense win last round and push us to a round 5. Can we get it in this control? I talked about this being in a massive swing map in this series. Risk, big kill from him. Josh as well with multiple, as they're going back and forth trading lies and presence around the plane. Josh now calling in another streak. He's shooting out the missiles. Will they be able to reach these players as Astriel cleans up 3? He's on 24 and 18, a 2 streak as well in his pocket. Josh trying to do something from the right wing here, this A-long wing. He spots out Hyper, takes him down, but that's a quick trade from Tay. Tay drops. ADS Gaming have good positioning to try to get over to B, but fortunately, they're starting to get starved of opportunities. Praise comes through with a big kill. They take out the player in their area. Tay getting tagged. Praise getting lost here from Hyper at A long. Josh making his way through the top of the plane will ultimately drop to Flames, but he also gets taken down. Estriel taking down Risk in the quick trades. Praise trying to get in here. Streaks invested by somebody. Not quite sure who is throwing those down, but that might be the last of the streaks, and this could be the end that we see here It's a 5 versus 2. Big kill from Praise. He drops though, and an even bigger kill from Hyper. Hyper has the notices where Deceptions is. He's trapped like a rat in a corner, and that is it. 3-1. We see Flawless take this map and go up 2-1 in the series. Right before we see a hard point on Checkmate as your map 4. Massive moment here with this map win going the way of Flawless. Big opportunity ADS Gaming had here to push to a round 5 after getting so much confidence, taking that B point and that A point. I felt so good for them. You know, they also got a tick of progress onto B. I felt like they had mustered some really strong opportunities where they had taken out all of the Flawless players. They had the opportunity to move on into that plane, and just they couldn't do it. They didn't get the job done. Ultimately, we do see them not come away with that map, and we will be going to map number 4 now. Checkmate Hardpoint with a 2-1 series score difference. So we'll see who's able to take away this map 4. If it's ADS Gaming that takes it, we go to that map 5 S&D where anything could happen, and where I would love to see another round 11 S&D end things off. How magical would that be? Like how sick would that be if we saw a round 11 S&D that to end this series between ADS Gaming and Flawless? That would be butter and bread on a table. Perfect. Okay guys, I'll see you after this short break as we get a host change, not a hoe change. Jeez, burping from that Coca-Cola, folks. But we will get a host change. We'll go to a short break, but when we're back, we'll obviously have more action to come. Checkmate Hardpoint on the rotation next map. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We got ourselves that map number 4 here. This is Flawless on the right, ADS Gaming on the left. Proper score for the best of 5 as well to go with the proper colors for the teams as well. Loving it. I got it ready, nice and set up well for you folks. Now, what can we do? ADS Gaming and Flawless banging it out here in the middle of the map. It's going to be a cluster of kills coming through. Flawless seeing themselves with 2 big ones, and still contests are continuing to happen in the middle, but we will see ADS Gaming come away with some points now as Deceptions gets the hill time to go his way, and Josh with 2 big kills in the middle of the plane with the AR. That's some close range gunfights being won with that thing that shouldn't really be happening, but Josh is just that kind of guy. He's built different, as we've seen throughout the series thus far. Deceptions as well comes in with a 2-piece to help clean up the cabin, looking to still fry more players over by this next point, but Tay will shut them down with his Krig in the back. Number 4 though, Josh trying to still lurk around back here and maybe cause some concern and cause a ruckus for this Flawless side. As he's looking, he's back American here, finds one. Will he find anybody else? No, he hasn't found anybody just yet. Still, the players from ADS Gaming, though, getting good spawns now up for this point. But once again, we see this whack spawns come through. Flames will get the kill on a player not looking for him, not expecting him to spawn up behind. And that's going to be Flawless seeing themselves with more time on this round. With this point, continue to soak it up. Big kill comes out. Big kill nearly coming out of Flames right there onto the player playing underneath that wing. As we see Astral and Tay getting kills as well off to the side. Tay now coming out underneath the plane wing. Spots Josh, but Josh does get the better of him at long. Josh finding Hyper as well over by A-Long. That's big moments right there. Praise playing for plane control. Will he be able to find the player sliding around in the back? He does take down Estriel. He nearly drops himself. Tay looking out the window. He won't be able to take him down. Tay finds one. He's quickly traded. Risk gets traded out as well by Estriel. And we will see this side of ADS Gaming grabbing this time now in the middle of the plane. Tay, the belly of the beast, goes red for now, but now it's going to go blue since Flawless was able to break on through. Estriel, 9 and 6 with a 4 streak to work with. Finding one right there, but Josh, tight angled shots are going to be good to take him down and alleviate that pressure of potential streaks, deceptions. Making a push on over to that next hill. Rotation's good from him. Estriel will ultimately take him down, though. Praise in a position to contest the hill and maybe even grab time off of it as Risk, though. He's going to come in for the contest. Will he win the fight against Tay? It's massive, but does not come out winning it. Deceptions and Josh are there to clean up the chaos. Josh, clean up crew. We see him get 3 pieces over at A-Long. He finds himself 2. Will he get the third? No, his teammate will take it instead. Hyper drops to him. Estriel also drops, and wow, ADS Gaming flying through that long alley and firing through all those players on Flawless. Josh staying alive with this streak. He's up to 5. Will he get any streaks? No. Flames will take him down. Big gunfight for Praise. He won't be able to come away with the win on that, but Risk ends up taking those 2 players out. The time, though, the remaining scraps do go Flawless's way, and so they have been able to build about a 20-point cushion that is slowly going to be drained of its feathers, of its stuffing, as Flawless, though, now get back onto the hill. They're attacking this hill from the bad side, in my opinion. But oh, the lineup is too good for Estriel. You cannot give it to that man like that, or else he will give it to you in a way that is so befitting of the failure. Big moment from Estriel here, and he's going to continue to streak. He's on 5 while he holds this hill, grabbing more score. ADS Gaming, they're going to have to settle this one soon before it gets out of hand, as this is the map. Every map here on out could be their demise. Deception gets a nice pinch on into the cabin, and there you go. ADS Gaming, the rotation's good for the early time here on this one, and they're going to hope to try to lock down as much of this time as possible here, as well as get a good rotation set up for P2 spawns. As Risk, he's continuing to play back here. Not quite sure if he spotted out Hyper yet. He has, and he has taken him down as well. But ADS, the lineup, oh, right there. Flames finding a big kill right there. Not finding the kill. It's Risk finding the kill onto Flames, and Risk on 3 right now, trying to manage as much risk as possible by looking to anchor for this P2. Now he is going to start to get swarmed up. Will he find this kill, though? He will not, as Flames will be able to eat him for breakfast right there over by Blue. But this time has been good for ADS Gaming, as it's gotten them back in this one, at least within 20 points difference. as opposed to the difference they had before. Flames sniffing a few players out over by blue in front. Will find Risk. Will he find Deceptions? No. Deceptions' reaction time is just that good. Estriel nearly dropping in that the jump shots. Oh, Deceptions, what a dirty angle you found. But Tay, he's there to take you down for dinner. And ADS Gaming take a hold of spawns. That's looking good for them, as this time is oh so treasuring if they're able to get it. The nades, the gunfire. ADS Gaming make it red in the kill feed. Risk devours 2 inside the cockpit. Praise finding 1 just outside of yellow. And now Deceptions looking to soak up the scraps, as once again it's another 20-point game. Praise playing A long. Number 5, is it Tay? It is Tay. Will be able to get around, but Flames will be the one to get the kill. Hyper coming off the spawns, looking to take down Josh at long. He does find him. Praise trying to take players down at long range as well. He notices Hyper finding that long range gunfight win with the sub, and Will Praise tries to answer back with his own. Estriel meets him over by A long. Flawless trying to continue to build this lead off the back of Flames, just burning through these players of ADS Gaming with that Krig. Like his name suggests. Oh Lord, just frying right now. Hyper catching Deceptions. Looking to catch another one. Josh, though, he's a bit wiser of it. Now the rotation on over. ADS Gaming, they do have the players on the point. Josh, he gets tagged up by that nade. And Flames will find himself 3 once again. He's on to 7 in a row, folks. As just as I mention it, he does drop. And now Estriel, left in a 1 versus 4 situation, will get gunned up. Players coming down A long, though. Praise, will you get the stack up? He's only going to be able to find 1, but the trades are good for now. Oh, Joshy boy, give me some more. Deceptions drops to Hyper. Hyper continuing to play close, but Praise! Oh my lord! The massive 2-piece, make it 3! He devours Tay as well! Give me more, he says. Feed me more! That is Estriel. The predictive shots are nice. Praise, what a moment for him. ADS Gaming trying to get their way across this line. Get their way across this map. Get it to go. Push it to 5. Can they do it? Can they survive? Risk playing with Hyper in the back here, keeping him occupied. Will ultimately drop him, and that's ADS Gaming sweeping their way through the point. Massive moments, 40 seconds that are oh so valuable for the boys in red. But we do have the shrieks coming through from Flames that he had earned earlier. He drops 2 with that strike with the artillery, and that might be the moment that matters the most. The streaks, the value from him, is able to open through that hill. Hyper with 2 big ones under the plane as well. Praise trying to take control of the top. His shots are gonna tag but not take down Josh. Oh lord, he nearly drops as he's so weak, but Tay finds 2 big kills in the middle of the plane. Praise, he spots 1. Will he take down Flames? No, he does not. Josh, he's been able to finesse for a while throughout this series. He's been a magic making player here. The tags from Deception, the nade, will it take the kill? It will, but Flawless still get the win. 250 to 198. The magic was not mustered up by ADS Gaming. Flawless, they get it done. The dagger that is needed comes through. And that will be the map. Oh my lord. What a series, folks. What a series. It didn't make it to 5, but still, we had such a close one. Even this hard point, this score wasn't as close as the first one, but I still felt just the same sort of rush of adrenaline from ADS's efforts and what they were able to do to try to get the job done. Like, it was just, oh my lord, just so hard fought. And ultimately, Flawless come away with that win on that map. I'm wondering, you know, ADS Gaming, are they kicking themselves crazy? Or, you know, are they kind of just sitting back with a little bit of pride and proudness, feeling they were able to take that search and they were able to push pretty hard in both of those hard points. You know, ultimately they will be a bit disappointed themselves. I feel like there were definitely moments that could have been capitalized, and, you know, maybe 2 out of those 3 maps that they lost could have been the winner. It could have been won by them, really. Just, there's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts, you know, things that could have been done differently, and, you know, the direction and the scores and just the outcomes could have been differently as well. But we are given the outcome today, and it does favor Flawless. They will be your first team making it into the finals of the winners bracket. To now wait, they will be waiting to play up against either Sicario Family or Final Strike, as their match is up next today at 10 o'clock within the half hour. They'll be playing out their match to determine who ends up having to face off against this fierce Flawless side, really. And but guys, once again, I have to give so much props and love to the ADS Gaming players here that fought so hard in this one. You know, they kept their cool throughout the maps. They fought as hard as they could, and just ultimately they couldn't get the job done, but still, just, it was super entertaining what they were able to do and what they were able to pull off. And, you know, that Search and Destroy will definitely be one to remember and to hold on to as good motivation when it comes down to, you know, being able to take a map off these guys and to feel like you can win the full series, you know. But yeah, guys, it's been fun. It's been awesome. We have another match in 30 minutes, in about 30 minutes, so I got to get ready for that one. But obviously I will first give you guys the look at the maps here, and you know, just once again to let you guys see and take whatever screenshots you guys want to take, and how it all ended up unfolding. We saw the first map, the Garrison Hardpoint, go the way of Flawless, 250 to 217. We saw Deceptions acing the final round in that Search and Destroy to win that one 6-5, that round 11 for the side of ADS Gaming on standoff. We go to the Checkmate Control. Estriel has a standout performance on that one. That's a 3-1 that goes the way of Flawless. And then Checkmate Control here, the back-to-back Checkmate wins from the side of Flawless here. Flames, the streaks, invested, earned, and ultimately invested in wonderful fashion, sort of like Caesar Skies Bueno has hopefully you know, invested in his game enough to get his team some, you know, some strong placings now in CDL champs coming up within the week or so. But just Flawless played fantastically. They were able to come through with the win. They clutched things when they needed to clutch things. That's what it was. That's your Challengers Champs team that's here in the league, and congrats to these guys for coming away with the win once again. But yeah, guys, we'll be cutting to a break. When we come back, obviously we'll have the next match for you folks, and yeah, I'll see you guys in short order.